This is the repository that will be provided in Obiee. Okay, it will have three layers: physical, business model mapping, and presentation. Okay, this repository serves as the metadata storage space for you, wherein you develop, wherein you configure related tables in the physical layer and develop your business logic in the business model mapping layer and provide it to the users in the presentation layer. Okay, the physical layer will have the metadata of your tables. Okay, you can create aliases, you can create stored procedures, you can create uh, views in physical layer itself. Okay, based on your requirement. That is a facility given in Obiee. And this physical layer, you can have data coming from any databases like DB2, SQL Server 2000, Teradata, XML files, and even Excel sheets, Oracle. Okay, you can have data coming from SAP, PeopleSoft. Any of the data sources you can configure in the physical layer. You can get the tables downloaded into physical layer and make the joins in order to get your reports developed. Okay, and business model mapping layer is a place where you develop your actual business logic. When I say actual business logic, here this is a place where you are going to develop the measures that are required for you. You can develop time series measures, level based measures. When I say level based measures, why we require level based measures? For a small example, if you are using an application like a calculation, like you want to see share of sales for one particular product in a year, how you are going to calculate? Can anyone tell me? Share of sales for one particular product in 1 year. How should be the calculation logic?
You wanted the price of the shares for one product for 1 quarter or 1 year?
1 year.
1 year. So basically, are you averaging or are you getting? What is your basis? That's what I would ask. Whether do you want a
generally how
percentage of?
Yeah, percentage of share. How you are going to calculate that?
Total divided by. You're asking about the share price or share of a product. I didn't really get your full question. So you're asking what is?
See, let me explain more clearly. Okay.
Yeah.
I am having a product called, say, let us say, laptop. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I am making a sales of rupees 12,000 per year. Okay, and among them, in that 12,000, for one particular laptop type, I am getting 1,000 rupees. Okay, then what is the share of total sales for that particular product? That is 1,000 divided by 12,000 into 100.
Oh, right.
Right? So how you are going to calculate, how you are going to develop a logic to get the results shown for this kind of measure. When I take any other product, the result should automatically get changed. Okay, it is not like I am developing a measure for only one product. Okay, it should be a generalized measure which will give me share of sales for all the products that I am taking into picture. Such kind of measures you can develop in this business model mapping layer, not only level based measures. Okay, let us say your business is analyzing their sales, comparing current year and previous year. Current year sales you can directly get it using the sales column that is directly available in the physical layer. Okay. But how you are going to get previous year sales? There should be some logic written, right?
Okay.
Okay, such kind of logic, the logic that is there available in Obiee to develop such kind of measures is called time series functions. Okay, there will be some functions given in Obiee using which you can develop a measure which will give you month ago sales, week ago sales, year ago sales, 2 years ago sales, whatever you want. Okay, based on that logic, you can develop all such kind of measures and use them to compare your business. Okay. What are the other things that are available? Have measures like aggregates. Why we require aggregates? When we when you people develop aggregated tables,
Yeah. Well, aggregate tables basically are when you want to roll up a number of records into a particular timeline-based, I should say, level, so that your queries will run much faster.
right? So basically, the requirement to develop aggregated tables will not come by the time when you develop a fresh repository. Okay, but you will experience the need of aggregates only when the data increases.
Right.
Right. So what are the steps that you follow to develop aggregated tables? Generally, what you people do, we will analyze the requirement of an aggregate. Okay, then we will develop a repository, sorry, a table in using ETL mappings and load the data into it, right? And again, what is the other thing that you have to do? Once you have created a table, you have to configure the table in the physical layer, okay, and do the joins with the necessary dimension tables, and then make the table in the business model mapping layer to develop measures, right?
Okay.
Okay, but if you use Obiee and you have your logic with you, on what basis you want to develop a aggregated table, is that if that logic is there with you, then you can develop the table and load the data into the table using Obiee tool itself. There is no separate need to develop ETL mappings and all. Okay, and also there is no need to develop a configuration in the physical layer and a configuration in the business model mapping layer. Only thing that is required is on which measures you want to develop a aggregate. Let us say sales. Okay, sales is a measure which I am having, and I want to develop an aggregated table. Let us say monthly aggregated table for sales. Okay, that is the requirement I have. So I have to sum up my sales based on month and create a table. That is my logic. Okay, what I am going to do is there is uh, an application given in Obiee tool called aggregate persistence wizard. Able to see this?
Okay, go ahead.
Here what I am going to give is I am going to give a name, let us say Using this wizard, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the required measure, on which measure I am going to develop the aggregate. Okay, and on what basis, at what level. I said I'm going to create a monthly aggregate, right? So I'm selecting a level there. This is the new table that is going to get created. Okay, AGF3 rolling measure. So the tool automatically return one SQL statement, okay, using which we can create the aggregate table. This is the code that is developed by the tool. I will say I am done. Okay, and I'm going to run this code using command prompt, so that the table gets created and also the data will get created. Okay, so with this there is no requirement for any ETL mapping for me. So that is a facility given in Obiee, which makes again the development much faster. Okay, and this is the place, business model mapping layer is a place where I develop my hierarchies. Everybody must be aware of what is a hierarchy, okay, and what is the need of it. Yes, I hope everyone is aware of hierarchies.
Yeah.
Okay, basically hierarchies are ordered series of related attributes related to one entity. Why hierarchies are required for you? What is the requirement of a hierarchy? Suppose uh, the user is seeing a report which is having columns like, let me open up the user interface. Oh shit. Give me a moment, please. So, so whatever you are seeing is uh, the user interface for Obiee. Okay, this place is called dashboards. Okay, this dashboard is a place where you will have pre-built reports stored. Okay, when I say pre-built reports, definitely every business will have some pre-configured reports to be viewed on a monthly basis or weekly basis or yearly basis. So you are going to configure, develop all such reports and place them in a place called dashboard, wherein you can see the results refreshed accordingly. Like if the report is weekly, you will have the report developed